Story time with Thief again. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside library. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Not long after, the girl left home. Her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. At first, she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Crystal Forest. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the task given to her. Every day, thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. In time, she learned that the sisterhood had secrets. Or had she always known them? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure, but by now she knew that what she wanted, and she would do anything to get it. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment. Afterwards, when the Arda was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. Equipped with the Arda's knowledge, she journeyed west to the Stone Circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight. At times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and low primal snores sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. She finally had the power she had craved all these years. A servant to do as she willed, but the power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and he would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. It's a pretty intense story if you read it all at once, actually. It's like, whew!